I completely forgot to see if my mic works, which it does, so I'm glad that's the case. I forgot to turn it up and get it in position, so that's embarrassing, but that's normally how these things goes. Hi, everyone. I am your host, Captain Bourne. This is the 10-Minute Sports Report. It is Tuesday, June 6th. 2023. I will get you all set up. I will get you caught up from Monday night's events and get you all set up for what is ongoing. If you are unfamiliar with this segment, right now, NBA Finals, Stanley Cup Finals, I run you through those scores, and then I hit the highlights of what's important for around the world of sports, kind of what's happening. And then right now, also, we're kind of tracking baseball. Yesterday, I told you I would really track 3 or 4 baseball teams. They are the lowest salary teams in all of baseball, and somehow they are all at the top or near the top of their division, currently all in playoff position. So without further ado, 10-Minute Sports Report, Tuesday, June 6, 2023. You go to Vegas to win some money at the slots, and the Vegas Golden Knights hit it big on Monday night. They got 2 goals from Jonathan Marchessault. They got 2 goals from Brett Howden. They got another goal from Nicholas Roy, and another goal from Michael Amadio. That gives them 7 on the day, and they thrashed the Florida Panthers by a final score of 7-2. 2 goals in the first, 2 goals in the second, and 3 goals in the third put this game on mega ice. They take a commanding 2-0 series lead. However, the Florida Panthers in the first round were down 3-1 to the record-setting Boston Bruins and came back to win. So this series by no means is over. However, Jonathan Marchessault is incredible. He scores, at the time last night, he scored his 9th goal in 9th playoff postseason game. He is on a heck of a run. Anton Lundell and Matthew Tkachuk both scored for the Panthers to get them their 2 goals. They go back home on Thursday night for a much-needed home game as they look to avoid going down the dreaded 3-0 hole. The Pirates also are absolutely scorching hot as soon as I got the word absolutely out of my mouth. They have now won 6 straight games with a 5-4 win over the Oakland Athletics. Now, the Oakland Athletics are the team with the lowest salary cap, and what you would think most teams with the lower salary cap being terrible, they are in fact terrible. The Oakland Athletics, I do feel bad. They are moving to Vegas. They've only won 12 games on the year. They've only won 5 games away from home, so only 7 games at home. But meanwhile, the Pittsburgh Panthers, Florida Panthers just roll right along. They are now leading the NL Central and would host a playoff game. They lead the Milwaukee Brewers by a half game. Let's go over to the Baltimore Orioles. The Baltimore Orioles beat the San Francisco Giants by a final score of 8-3. That is a 1-game win streak for them. They are trailing the Tampa Bay Rays by 4.5 games. However, because of their 37-22 overall record, that puts them in top spot of the wild card, which means they would make the playoffs as well. So they are in playoff position. The Tampa Bay Rays, the best team in baseball, and the the 4th lowest salary team in all the land, is on a hot streak. They beat my Boston Red Sox. They beat them 3 straight times, 4-2, 6-2, and 4-1. They have a commanding 4.5 game lead over the Baltimore Orioles. They aren't on a 3-game win streak. They are at 43-19. They are red hot. They are one of the best hitting teams in all of baseball. They are one of the best pitching teams in all of baseball, and it is just awesome to see all of these low salary cap teams doing very well. The Tampa Bay Rays have seemed to find a groove where their owner won't spend a lot of money, but they just keep turning out prospect over prospect, and usually the summer before that they're going to have to pay big money to a prospect, they trade them to a big-time Yankee, Red Sox, Dodgers sort of club for more prospects who then they mentor and evaluate, and the word's escaping me, but they help them, they shape, and they make them really good. And it's just a cycle, and they're just stuck in the cycle. So the Tampa Bay Rays, much like Stacy's mom, have got it going on. So about a year ago, a bunch of Saudi Arabians started a golf league called LIV Golf, LIV Golf. They were backed by the Saudi Arabians, and if you do not know, the Saudi Arabians are hella rich. So they were paying all of these PGA, which is the most well-known golf league, all their players, they were paying them hella money to come in and jumpstart their league. The PGA Tour then didn't like players bolting the PGA Tour, and so they banned them lifetime. Everyone who left for LIV Golf banned lifetime because they didn't like it. Because while you're not making buku money, you're here for the PGA. You're here for the tour. It is more than just money. It is the P, it is the G, it is the A. I wonder what the PGA stands for. Player Golf Association? Something Golf Association. Yeah, I should know that, but I don't, and I don't really care to, because it's golf, and golf's not that hard. So anyway, they have agreed now, the PGA Tour, the LIV Golf League, and then the DP World Tour, which was another knockoff league, have battled, and now they have reached a landmark agreement on a global basis. There's been a lot of tension in our sports over the last couple years. PGA Tour Commissioner Jay Monahan told CNBC on Tuesday, what we're talking about today is coming together to unify the game of golf and to do so under one umbrella. So now all the players that say, I'm here for the PGA, I'm here, basically because a lot of the courses, like the Masters, for example, they were not going to let the players who abandon quote unquote the PGA for LIV Golf to play at the Masters in Augusta. Well, now they're branding together, they're forming one umbrella. So now the players who left LIV Golf or who left PGA for LIV Golf for the money are now getting the benefit of playing all the courses that the PGA or that the PGA players play. I would assume that's the case. So that's just incredible. So that's what's happening in the world of golf. Who knew that a sport where the ball sits still and you hit it with a thing, and the only way I know golf isn't that hard is because they make the courses hard to make it harder to hit it in, right? Like basketball's hard, but the court's the same. Basketball's hard because, it's the people. Everyone gets to be quiet. Golf is not that hard. That's official. And finally, two Cleveland Browns players were robbed at gunpoint per police report. The two players were cornerback Greg Newsome II and defensive tackle Perrion Winfrey. Neither were harmed in the incident. According to police, the two left a Cleveland nightclub, and we can just stop there. Don't go to a nightclub and you won't get robbed at gunpoint. Nothing ever good happens after 2 a.m. This was at 3:30, okay? Nothing really happens good after midnight, so nothing really ever happens that's good after 9 p.m., my bedtime. So just don't be at a nightclub in the middle of Cleveland. Change your name to Castellan so people will Castay. And that'll do it for this rendition of the 10-Minute Sports Report. Thank you, everyone, so much for tuning in and listening. I will be back for tomorrow to get you all caught up on, well, really, there's no games, but so if there are any breaking headlines, I will be back tomorrow. If not, I will be back Thursday. That is the game after the NBA Finals, Game 3 in Miami. That is tied at 1. So make sure you go check out NBA Finals Game 3 on Wednesday. If anything big happens, I will post an episode of 10-Minute Sports Report tomorrow. If not, I'll see you all Thursday. God bless you all. Peace out. Wash your hands, you filthy animals.